guys, what's up? It's Marissa, and today I have another storytime video for you guys. Shocker. Today the storytime is going to be about the time I lost my 2 front teeth, or got them knocked out, or whatever. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So I was about like between 7 and 8 years old, and I still had my baby teeth. I was still a baby myself, and so me and my cousins would always play outside. Like, we loved the outdoors, like when we were kids. And I know like nowadays like kids are like all on their phones, but when I was a kid I loved being outside and like running and like playing hide and seek. We were outside playing, and we were in my grandma's garage. It was literally like a treasure chest in there because you never know what you would find. So we were like running amok in there, and we found a basket with like a rope that you could pull and push people in. So we thought that was so cool. It was like a train, right? Hashtag train, Shane and Trisha. But it was literally like a train. It was like I remember it completely. It was a red basket with blue wheels and a blue rope. So my cousin was asking everyone, why don't you guys get in there and I'll push you, it'll be so fun. And like all the normal kids were like, no, doesn't sound like a good idea. Like, what if something happens? Like, I'm not gonna do it. And then of course, like me over here, I'm like, oh, I'll do it. So I get in, and she's like pushing me because my grandma's house had a huge long driveway. So we were going up and down the driveway, and it was really, really fun. We were doing it for maybe like 10 minutes. And it was super fun, and like I was like, man, I don't know what you guys are all talking about. Like, this is fun. Like, now you want to try it? My turn. So I didn't even let anyone else try it. So I'm just like in the little car having the time of my life, and I'm thinking like, man, this could be way more fun if it was like faster. So see where this is going. So I'm like, let's go faster, let's go faster. So she's like, okay. So we're going like really fast, super fun, and there it was like a huge crack in the driveway, like just like a huge chunk of the concrete was out. So when I kept saying going faster and faster, we were going so fast that the wheel got caught in the little patch of the concrete, and I went flying about a good 10 feet to the other side of the driveway and landed face first into the concrete. I remember being really embarrassed because I was like still on the floor, like face first on the concrete, like what? So I remember being really embarrassed in my head, thinking like, okay, I had to get up. And it didn't hurt me at all. I didn't feel anything because it's like one of those scenarios again where it's so much pain that it's numb. So I got up, and I thought like it was like nothing. Like, I thought it just like fell, whatever. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, let me get up, Marissa. I get up, and I just remember all of my cousins looking at me like I was a character in a horror movie. Like, I was the killer trying to get them. Like, they were giving me like that type of look, like that, right? And I was like, hey guys, like, I know I fell, but it's not that big of a deal. And they're just like looking at me like crazy. So one of my other cousins runs inside and gets an adult because I looked like a horsey. So they run to get my uncle, and I remember my uncle came out and he gave me that same look, like, oh my god. He picked me up, ran me to the sink, and started washing my mouth out. And I remember, like, I still don't think anything happened because I was fine. And so I remember like looking down in the sink, like while he's washing my mouth out. I just remember seeing like so much blood in the water, like when he's washing my mouth out. So then that's when I start really freaking out, like, oh my god, like what's wrong with me? So I start like hysterically crying. And they rushed me to the emergency. My uncle was watching me at the time, so he had to call my mom, which was his sister, and say, you know, your daughter had a little bit of an accident. We're taking her to the emergency. It's really bad. I remember like going into the car, my uncle's taking me to the emergency. He is screaming at his daughter because his daughter was the cousin that was pushing me. Because he had told us, don't get in that car and don't play in the garage because you'll hurt yourself. But of course, we didn't listen. So he's screaming at her. She's crying because she knows that she fucked up my face. And so we go to the emergency. And in the emergency was the first time I got to look at myself in a mirror. And oh, girl, let me tell you, my teeth, my 2 front teeth, not the side, not the back, not the bottom, my 2 front teeth are protruding out of my mouth. Both of them are straight out, like hanging on of one fucking nerve. I died. I was like, oh, thinking, man, I'm not gonna have teeth. I'm about to look fucked up. And so my mom gets there, and she did not think it was as bad as it was. When she got there, she was like going crazy, but like she wanted to be calm for me. So the doctor comes in, checks me out, everything was fine except that my teeth were hanging. So he literally just pulled them out. They were on one little nerve, but I didn't even feel him pull it out because it was like that little of a nerve. So I didn't have two front teeth, needless to say, for about a good 5 years after that. My teeth did not grow in for a good 5 years. 5 years. And every year for Christmas, my family would make fun of me, and like, I don't know if you guys ever heard that song, it was like, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. Yeah, that was like my song every year for Christmas for the next 5 years. So I was just a toothless child for the next 5 years of my life because of one stupid decision. Listen to your parents, kid. Yeah. And then from that, I've had so many issues with my teeth because like when my actual teeth grew in, they were like super long. I had to get them shaved because I guess like my baby teeth weren't even fully grown in yet. It's just like this whole long thing. Shout out to Felicity if you're watching this. So my cousin still feels bad to this day, but now like we just like joke about it. It's like not a big deal anymore. It's like really funny and really sad that I was literally a toothless child for 5 years. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time about the time I got my teeth knocked out. And other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and we love you all. Bye guys.